I was with him last time. He ran a decent enough race a week ago. Draws well. He's having his first try over the mile, going up in distance here, but he looks as if he should get it. And Noble Win in as well from a good draw. David Eustace, his third run now for the Eustace camp, and he wasn't far off Charmander last time out. So I thought he was certainly worthy of keeping in the 4. 3, 5, 8 and 2, Jenny.
I've gone with the 9. I thought Precision Goal presented the best here in this race, and Casa Legend rides in from gate number 5. He's got enough speed to go forward and get himself in a nice prominent position here, and hopefully can make good use of that gate. He goes on top for me from number 1, Not a Few. I thought he paraded nicely too from the David Eustace yard. Seems to be working along well. The trial was pretty good. He was ridden along a little bit in that trial, but he kept going okay. Gets the class drop here as well, so he could run well. The 3-horse Casa Legend, a last start winner, perfect ride when he was able to win. Charmander has won since, so that form looks good. And I thought number 13, form can't make a case for him at all. Looks can. He looks good. He looks nice and healthy, very strong in the chest, looks great in the coat, walks out well. So he gets in on looks. 9, 1, 3 and 13. 4 retirees, boys. We've got Supersonic from Mark Newnham's yard, Kairos Unicorn from David Hall, Beat Hollow from Me Choi, and Encourager from John Sias.
Okay, so we wish them well in their post-racing careers as we see runners down at the start here for the first of the afternoon. Quickly, Nick, Hong Kong-based jockeys that went down to Australia yesterday. Zach Purton with a third in the Caulfield Cup. Andrea Razzini fourth, but no such luck for the rest, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, no. I mean, I obviously watched the Caulfield Cup for sure. Obviously, the horse Ben Thompson rode. Sadati was quite keen and probably pulled himself into the ground a little bit. And I think Karis Teaton's mount, he was probably one of the first off the bridle as well. So, but no, a couple of them ran really well for the lads down there for sure.
Okay, Paul, the play for the first of the afternoon.
Going with 1, 8 and 9, so Not a Few with Youth Power, and also Precision Goal, the likely leader in the race, 1, 8 and 9. But 3.5 favourite is Casa Legend. There's a whole host in behind with the second favourite, and currently Youth Power just from Noble Win.
Okay, as they move in here for the first of the afternoon, 2 trophy races here today. Race number 5 is the HKJC 140th Anniversary Cup at 10 minutes past 3. And of course, the Group 2 Premier Bowl set down for decision at 10 minutes past 4 o'clock. Casa Legend is the favourite here, Mark, at 3.5. There's also support Youth Power, Precision Goal, and punters seem to think Pakistan Friend might be able to deliver this afternoon as well.
Yeah, quite possibly, Tom, with his good record. And there's a heap of QUINELLAs going through the 13 Red Maverick at 38 and 7.6. Pinching Paul's job here, but he's been back just about through every runner through QUINELLA's has Red Maverick, so expect some support win and place for him. As Lady Billy goes in, Merchant Prince comes up, and Harry's Hero will be amongst the last. Red Maverick is now 30 to 1, 7.9. He's gone green on a win line. Angus Chung for Me Choi. Really good meeting here at Sha Tin this afternoon. Overcast at the moment. 1,600 metres on the B+2. Track good. And the first about to get underway. Off in the Class 5. Slow out, Not a Few, and also Noble Win. Few keen to lead here. Red Maverick, Lady Billy, Merchant Prince, Precision Goal. Mr. Fox not far away, and Youth Power is going to hold a forward spot on the fence. Then came Bo Goss, followed by Harry's Hero from E-Talent, and on the inside is Noble Win, who's recovering after his slow start. Pakistan Friend back in the field with Casa Legend, and last of all is Not a Few, and he's a bit keen on the rail. Leader is Precision Goal, half a length on Lady Billy, and 3 wide Merchant Prince going up outside of the leader now. Fourth is Youth Power, and a length and a half to Red Maverick, Bo Goss, Harry's Hero. And then came Mr. Fox. On the fences, Noble Win on the back up, and a length away next is Pakistan Friend. From Not a Few, Casa Legend, and after being trapped wide, E-Talent's drifted all the way back towards the tail end. The leader is Precision Goal. He's a length clear. Second is Merchant Prince, and Youth Power having a good run third the rail. 2 lengths to Lady Billy. She's hard ridden from Bo Goss. Then came Red Maverick, and wide out is Harry's Hero from Noble Win. Mr. Fox, Pakistan Friend, Not a Few next, and Casa Legend second last, turning for home. Precision Goal, Merchant Prince up on the outside attacking. Youth Power across, heels as 3 up, 2 lengths to Red Maverick. Pakistan Friend, Casa Legend wider out. Youth Power is the leader. He's 2 lengths in front over a line of horses. Pakistan Friend, Casa Legend, Not a Few, Red Maverick, but they're all chasing Youth Power. He's home. home. Youth Power, too good. Second is close between Casa Legend and Pakistan Friend. Then came Red Maverick, not a few. Next in Mr. Fox, Merchant Prince, Noble Win. They were followed across the line then by Bogos, Precision Goalie, Talent Harry's Hero, and Lady Billy. She has run last. Youth Power, Green Lamps, number 8, Keith Young, David Hayes, 5.2 and 1.9. Now, who runs second? It's going to be Casa Legend, number 3, at 1.4. Replace Matthew Poon, and 5, Pakistan Friend, Zach Burton. At 2.6, Red Maverick will be 4th. So that will be their placings on the first 7-day backup. Keith utilising Barry, number 1, to a nicety. Quick check of the big screen. Can see a line chasing me, and all they can do is chase. Little pat for the winner too. 134.82 is a fast run. They're well inside of standard to kick off the day. Officially 8 and a photo, but Youth Power is on the board in Hong Kong at start number 16. Judges confirmed 8.35.13. To get underway. Off in the Class 5. Slow out, not a few, and also Noble Win.
Is the favourite for this race currently at 2.4. He's been consistent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's got to overcome the wide draw, but he really tries hard, this horse. So he's, as you say, 2.4 about him. There's 4s for Stunning Peach and also 4s for Karma. And then you're like 12 to 1 the rest. So the punters have really narrowed those 3 down.
Do you give Top Gun a chance in this race? He's first time at a mile here in Hong Kong, but overseas prior to arriving, he had 2 starts at a mile and 1 in place.
I've got him on top, actually, Top Gun, because I think he's going to go forward and he's going to be out of trouble. He's 14s at the moment, which I think is a bit of an overs there, because he ran really well last time over the 14. He's got form over the 1,600 metres. Now, there is a change of jockey with Matthew Chadwick going aboard, but look, he's pretty good on these front runners.
He's had a winner this afternoon. Also, Nick, what about Star Contact in the race with Brittany Wong claiming the 10?
I don't think he's a forlorn hope, actually, Tom. I think with next to no weight on his back, he's an interesting runner for sure.
Rightio, there is the unofficial result from the Japanese ledger there on screen. 13, 16, 17 and 11. Those numbers that you require out of Kyoto this afternoon, and the rest of those dividends will scroll through on the screen shortly. Paul, what's going on in the market here for this, the 5th of the afternoon?
Two Charles Spirities at 13, Money Catcher 49, CP Brave 51, Helene Feeling 27, Flaming Rabbit 32, Patch of Theta 2.4, Stunning Peach 4.6, 28, Supreme Lucky 46, The Best Peach, Karma at 4.8, Top Gun 14, Star Contact, he's at 14 as well.
Seen the runners that have been to Chung Fa and back since their last starts. As runners are coming in, we are 15 minutes away from the HKJC 140th Anniversary Cup. Triple Trio, Paul, bit of a haircut after the first leg.
Yeah, 31,000 only left after that first leg. So if you're still live, you're in for a big dividend if you manage to get it. Because don't forget there was that jackpot of up to 13 million as well.
Let's kick off, Jenny, with the first of them. It's number 1, Chu Chow, with Spirit, who again pulled up Aurora last time out and did a tough run in the Celebration Cup. He was wide the whole way and couldn't go on over the final stages.
Yeah, look, obviously breathing issues might be a little bit of a concern. He has had some surgery. That was back in January of this year. To look at, he's quite a tall horse. He's quite a strong body type as well. Looks quite fit. Always carries that little bit of weight around the midsection, but he's healthy. His behaviour's not bad. He just throws the head around, but there's nothing sinister in that. I think he looks well. He's strong, so I'll leave him there with a place chance.
And he's currently at 13 and 2.8. He just has got those internal problems. Money Catcher, number 2, Jenny. Where's he at the moment? He was 117 at the start of last season. He's now dropped down to a rating of 93. Sort of lost his way a bit.
He certainly has. Yeah, look, he's getting on a bit as well. He's a 7-year-old, but, you know, I loved him in the early days, and he just always showed good speed, and he was always up there and gave a great sight. He was very honest, but, yeah, has lost his way, so he needs to refine it. And I thought his trial with Karma wasn't too bad, I've got to say. He looks good. He always does in the parade. There is absolutely nothing wrong with his presentation here. He's nice and healthy, and he's walking out well. So he's in good order.
He had a shocking season last season, did Money Catcher, 1 placing from his 11 starts. CP Brave, Virginia, has gone well first up in the past. Thought it was maybe a little bit of a basic trial coming into this.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit on the ordinary side as well. But I've got to say, I don't mind the way he comes into the parade. He's got a few more up-and-comers here to contend with, and he's getting on as a 7-year-old. So, whether or not he's got what it takes now, I don't know. But he's well presented from the Ricky yard. He looks really well. He's healthy. He's fluent. He's got a little bit of pronounced knee action, but that's very normal for him. I don't mind him. I think he looks good.
And he's at 50 to 1 currently, so he's a big price is CP Braze. He's at 50 and 10 a place. The 4, Helene Feeling, he's coming off a couple of runs at Happy Valley. Then he had one run here at Sha Tin behind John Big Banner last start.
Another one with plenty of body strength. His coat's immaculate. He's got really good muscle strength in the shoulder, huge hindquarters on him as well. Walking out freely enough, went from a rating of, what did he get up to? I think he got up to 95 and he arrived on a rating of 67. So, yeah, the horse has done a fantastic job and he's well presented. He looks nice. He's very strong all over.
Okay, that is Helene Feeling. Flaming Rabbit now, Jenny. I wonder where he's at the moment. He's been a bit out of sorts. He led up in a recent barrier trial. Looked okay, but he's only a 2-time winner.
Good-natured horse, really quite calm and relaxed in the parade. Nothing wrong with his fluency either. He looks fit. He looks healthy. He's about your average height or just above that, but I think there's nothing wrong with him. So he's a horse that does like to go forward. If he gets an easy enough time of things, he can be hard to run down. He looks well.
And he's currently at 33 and 7.5 and did go forward and lead in a recent trial as well. So expect him to jump and run with Luke Ferraris from barrier 4. Patch of Theta's just got this awkward draw, but a very consistent horse.
He is. Look, he's just been annoying his handler there by throwing his head around a touch and just the reins are likely to go over his head here. But he looks healthy. He looks fit. He's another one with some good body strength as well. So just apart from being annoying to his handler, body-wise he's good, fitness level. He has tightened up a bit for that last effort. So, I would expect a good run from him.
Yeah, what a record he has. 4 wins, 4 seconds, 3/3 from 11 starts for Patch of Theta. Stunning Peach now, Jenny. I think Tony Cruz has poured the work into this horse here, fresh up. Looked good in a recent trial. One of those trials, right at the start, he went down on his nose, but he's looked good.
Yeah, he's a beautifully put together type of horse for the size of him. He's got really good muscle tone in the shoulder. He walks out beautifully. He's quite eager, a real sense of purpose about his walk there, and he does look fit enough. So I would expect a good run from him.
And he's at 4.7, 1.9. So, he's one of the main chances. 7, Stunning Peach. Supreme Lucky, he's drawn really nicely, Supreme Lucky in barrier 1 with Matthew Poon aboard.
Always looks good, this horse. He's another really nice-natured horse. Plenty of length about him. He does look fit enough. Continues to walk out nicely too. So he's not going to disgrace. 1,600 metres he hasn't raced over before, so he's making his debut over that. That's probably a little query, but he's well drawn in gate 1 and he looks good.
Yeah, I wonder about him here at 1,600, but they're trying something different with him, the son of Deepfield Supreme Lucky. He's nearly 30 to 1. 9 is the best Peach. They tried him on the dirt last time out, never really ran on, and he's a suspect horse, I think, in Class 2 as well, Jenny.
Yeah, look, he's got himself just a little warm in small patches here and there. He's not a hopeless type. He's a very neat type of horse that does have some body strength. Just a tad warm. That's probably the only flaw. Everything else is pretty good.
And he's currently at 45, 7.6, so a big prize for the 9, which is the best Peach. Here's your best of the afternoon, Jenny. Karma. How does Karma look?
Well, he's quite an angular-looking horse, this guy. He's got plenty of size about him, sort of bony hips on him, and, he's not one that you'd say is an, outstanding type, but he's got plenty of talent. So he's tall, he's rangy, he walks out okay, a little bit of a pronounced knee action. He's quite fit-looking, his coat's good, attitude is good. So, yeah, look, that's just take him on face value. He's good.
That is Karma, the son of Turn Me Loose, Casper Founds and Vincent Ho. On we go to Top Gun, who's at 13 to 1. He's trying the course and distance here in Hong Kong for the first time, Jenny, but he ran top 2 in his 2 races at a mile overseas.
Yeah, he looks quite fit, this horse. He's only had that one run in, and he was able to finish second, and he's come to hand very quickly. He's got a lovely nature. He's really quiet. He looks healthy. He's not an absolute standout type, but yeah, look, he's neat enough and he's fit enough. So another one you can't rule out.
I think he's overs at 14 and 3.6. Top Gun. Look, up to the 1,600 metres, he has won, and over 16 overseas as well. Star Contact, he's got a lightweight. He'll think he's loose, Jenny, the 12.
Yeah, and he's such a big, solid unit too. 1,209 pounds. He's put on another 32 pounds, this horse, so he must love his food. But he's just solid and stocky, just a heavy-set type of horse, thick neck on him too. He walks out well enough. He's very alert. He's quite healthy looking. He actually looks very fit too. You can see a few ribs there, believe it or not. So he's not bad at all, and he could run a bit of a cheeky race. Wouldn't surprise with 110 pounds on his back.
Yeah, he's got the £10 claim here from barrier 10. Had a very good battle with I Can up the straight last time out at Happy Valley. Has won here at Sha Tin. Course and distance yet to win, but 3 second placings from 5 starts. Just note they have weighed in from the Japanese St. Ledger. Those dividends will continue to pop up onto your screens following S41. Back to Jenny shortly for the top 4. We're 7.5 minutes out from the first of our trophy races today, the HKJC 140th Anniversary Cup. It's a Class 2 race over the 1,600 metres. Paul, what's going on the market?
Well, Chichow Spirit at 13, 47 Money Catcher, 50 CP Brave, 29 Helene Feeling, 33 Flaming Rabbit, 2.3 Patch of Theta, 4.8 Stunning Peach, 27 Supreme Lucky, 45 The Best Peach, Karma 4.9, Top Gun 15, and Star Contacts at 13.
Thank you, Paul. 2.3 here, Virginia, about the ever so consistent Patch of Theta, who is the favourite. Does he make it into the top 4?
I'm going to leave him out. I'm going to put Karma on top. I thought by his standards, he's paraded really well. He looks nice and fit. Big, tall, strong type of horse. He's in good order. I've got him on top of number 11. I know Paul's quite keen on him, Top Gun, and I thought he did parade well. I like his attitude. He looks fit enough going into this second up. Next best, I thought number 7, that Stunning Peach, one from the Tony Cruz yard. He's got plenty of talent. He's a really well, neatly put together type as well. Looks fit enough and just walked out with a sense of purpose. And of the rest, it was a toss-up between a couple of big odds here, the 5 and the 3, and I thought they both paraded really nicely. I'd probably side with the 5, Flaming Rabbit. He does like to go forward in his races. He could give you a bit of a side. He's nicely enough drawn in gate number 4, so I'll put him in for a little bit of value there. So 10, 11, 7 and 5 for me.
Thank you, Jenny. 10, 11, 7 and 5. 5 out here, Mark, from a good race here this afternoon at Sha Tin. Who are you with, Patch of Theta or Karma?
Best bet, Tom. Karma, number 10 at 4.9 and 1.5. They're both really nice horses. Karma's just going to get better and better and better. He's still learning what it's all about. His trial was so impressive up at Chung Fa. He ran third behind Chichow Spirit over 1,400 last time. He's won his last 2 starts over 1,600 metres before that. So the step up in trip looks good. 10 Karma on top. To beat number 6, Patch of Theta, Hugh Bowman, Francis Loy. First time 1,600 metres for him, but he had never missed a top 3 finish, Patch of Theta. 7 to run third, Stunning Peach, comes here first up. 3 trials for Tony Cruz to get him ready for this, so he's poured plenty of work into him. And number 1, Chichow Spirit, dropping in grade from group racing last time. He was back-to-back Class 2 winners over the 1,400 back end of last season and first up. But the 4D fit for race number 5 here, Paul, 10, 6, 7 and 1.
Gone outside the square a bit here of Top Gun. He comes in with his 121 pounds, up to 1,600 metres. I think he'll lead or trail. He'll go forward. And at 14 and 3.7, I think he's a good each-way price to beat the favourites. Patch of Theta in there for second, Stunning Peach in there for third. I can put Supreme Lucky in at a bit of a price as well, because he's going to get a beautiful run with Matthew Poon from barrier 1, just ahead of Karma. 11, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I quite like Stunning Peach in this. I think Tony Cruz has got him fit and ready to go for his first up assignment here. Not seen since his last win on the 8th of June, 134 days ago. Out of that race, Winning Dragon, Flamingo, Trillion have both performed well. Got home nicely in a recent trial without too much pressure. But when he was back in the field last time out, so he let down really strongly, and I think 3 trials just about has him cherry ripe here. Of course, he's only a 3-year-old. Of course, doesn't turn 4 until January 1. So He's one I'm sure they've got marked for the 4-year-old series, Stunning Peach. In the second is number 11, that is Top Gunner. Agree with everything Paul says about him. The son of time tester here. 2 starts at a mile for a win in a second. That was overseas, so he's trying a mile here for the first time, beaten by Winning Gold, who's lining up later on today. 6 in the third, Patch of Theta. Just hard to leave him out. He's got barrier 12 here. Comes out of that leader-dominated race by Dromberg Banner. Couldn't quite get past him. And then the other one I didn't mind was the 10 here, and that is Karma, who has to be respected off his most recent trial. 7, 11, 6 and 10.
Yeah, look, I've gone the 6 here, Tom, Patch of Theta. I'm hoping for a bit of Bowman wizardry from gate number 12 here. First go at the mile. Last time out, well, he went down on his shield, didn't he, behind Dromberg Banner. They had a titanic battle up the straight, and he came off second best. He's gone up £3 for that, for running second. Look, his pedigree doesn't scream going up in trip, actually, when you take a good look at it. It's out of the mare Fortune of War. But most of the family sort of 1,400 metre type horses, but hopefully he can defy that and stay this extra trip. But look, he's a really nice horse, and he's my idea of the winner in this. The 7 in for second, Stunning Peach, for all the points made already. Look, he's a nice horse. Connections have certainly got the 4-year-old series earmarked with him, and I didn't mind his most recent trial as well. He's back to a mile, but an ideal place to start him off at, given that he did win over the 1,800 metres when beating Universal Horizon et al. The 10, Karma, in for third. Won a Chung Fa trial since making his return. Really nice horse this. He's won 2 from 5 course and distance, and I think he's got every chance once again here. This big chestnut, and I can certainly see him running a nice race. And the 11, Top Gun. Obviously, plenty made about this guy. First go at this trip here, but he has got form overseas over the mile, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. And he was second to a horse I've got plenty of time for last time in Winning Gold. Still relatively lightly raced here in Hong Kong. Good race, this one coming up, Jenny. 6, 7, 10, 11 was the way I saw them.
Yeah, look, it really is, isn't it, for the Class 2s here? I thought Karma paraded really well. He's a tall, scopy type of horse. He looked to be walking out nicely enough, and he does look particularly fit and healthy in his coat. You've got Vincent Ho on board. Got to do it from gate 9, but he tends to get back anyway, so he should be motoring home at the end of this. I've made him the best. Happy with him. He goes on top of number 11, Top Gun. I like his attitude, this horse. He's quite neatly put together. He looks fit enough going into this second up as well. And the first up run was good, only beaten a half length there, so he's got improvement in him. The 7, Stunning Peach, he's a nice, well put together type as well. 3-year-old, so there's certainly room for improvement with him, and he came here with nice enough form as well and proven it already. So he's come to hand nice and quickly. He looks good. And I thought of the rest, it was a toss-up between the 5 and the 3, and they're both very big odds. I've sided with the 5 in Flaming Rabbit, who's likely to be up on the speed. Might give you a pretty good sight. So 10, 11, 7 and 5.
Thank you, Jenny. Light is flashing here, Paul, so we're not far away from action. First to play, but it's a bit of a funny old market. There's only a couple they want, really, isn't there?
There's only 3, yeah. But and 2 of them are in the play. So the next best is Patch of Theta at 2.4. Jenny and Mark's best is Karma at 4.2. And I don't mind Top Gun at a price to add a bit of value to those exotics at 14 and 3.2. So 6, 10 and 11. Patch of Theta, Karma and Top Gun. But Chuchow Spirit at 13. No Money Catcher, he's drifted to 54. Old CP Brave 57. Helene Feeling 34. Flaming Rabbit 32. The 2 favourites, Patch of Theta 2.4, Karma 4.1, Stunning Peach at 5. They're the 3 in the market. Then Supreme Lucky 25 to 1. The Best Peach 49. Top Gun 14. Star Contact at 15.
You can see it's still quite blustery here at Sha Tin, gusting up to 21 kilometres, they say, from an easterly direction. So still quite blustery here as Chuchow Spirit is coming forward. Nick, is he better suited back in this grade as well?
Chuchow, yeah, look, I think so. 2 from 2. I mean, my concern was possibly the trip with him. He's looked one of those sort of real dyed-in-the-wall 1,400-metre horses, but the mile, I think it demands more of him. But yeah, look, coming back to this trip from a good draw certainly gives him claims.
Okay, let's head to Mark for the first of the trophy races this afternoon. Market is the HKJC 140th Anniversary Cup.
And it's a really good quality Class 2. Tom, Karma's gone green into 3.8. Favourite is the 6 Patch of Theta at 2.4, and they'll be the last 2 to move into the gates. Patch of Theta, first time over 1,600 metres. Karma stepping back to 1,600. This is race number 5. 2.4. Patch of Theta, the favourite, ready at the mile. Racing. Pretty good start too. Choo Chow Spirit's going to drop out the back. Flaming Rabbit with his good gate speed's going to lead early. Star Contact Britain forward. Top Gun third, and wider as Patch of Theta from his draw. And then came Helene Feeling. Supreme Lucky's on the inside. Money Catcher 3 wide with cover from CP Brave, Choo Chow Spirit. 2.5 to Karma, and there's a couple of peaches back at the tail end. The best is 1 length in front of Stunning. 1150 metres left to go, and at the front end it's Flaming Rabbit, half a length over Star Contact, and the pace strong. 3 lengths away, third Top Gun from Supreme Lucky, Patch of Theta. And then came Helene Feeling, Money Catcher, Choo Chow Spirit. A length away next is CP Brave, 1.5 to Karma, 1.5 to the best Peach on the inside of Stunning Peach. 800 metres left to go, and Flaming Rabbit in his favourite role shows out by 1. Star Contact is second, and 2 lengths away, third Top Gun from Supreme Lucky. Patch of Theta wider. In between horses is Helene Feeling from Money Catcher, Choo Chow Spirit, and then CP Brave. Karma third last coming to the outside. 9 off the lead from the best Peach and Stunning Peach. Flaming Rabbit quickly collared by Star Contact. Then came Patch of Theta. Karma gets to the outside now, and through in the centre is Helene Feeling from Supreme Lucky. Patch of Theta. Karma out wide from Star Contact, and then came Supreme Lucky and Helene Feeling. Karma's come from a mile back. He's run to Patch of Theta, and then came Helene Feeling. It's all Karma. Karma too good. Second, Helene Feeling from either Patch of Theta. Stunning Peach ran on, then came CP Brave. Next in Supreme Lucky, Money Catcher, the best Peach. And then came Star Contact. Next in Choo Chow Spirit, Top Gun, and Flaming Rabbit was the last one in. Number 10, Karma. Jenny's best home at 3.7 and 1.2. Vincent Owen Casper founds over Helene Feeling, the 4 at 5.9. Brenton Avdulla. And Patch of Theta is going to run third. Number 6, by the looks of it, at 1.5. Yes, he will. Karma, he's some horse. Tailor-made in the Sam Taylor suit with the stripes. Vincent Ho, isn't he having a week? Treble. Wednesday night, Group 2 last Sunday. And there is Karma's very flamboyant part owner cheering on his young Chinese horse. A young chestnut horse, I should say. 133.76, 10, 4, 6 and 3. Karma, he's a 6-year-old. He's only had the 15 starts. He's not as young as thought. Anyway, he's pretty good, and he's still going to get better yet.
Goes back. He normally goes back in his races, so I expect him to go back, winning gold. Turin Star Spangled sort of was up and trip, and I think he's going to have to go forward from his wide draw. We've seen Zach do that pretty well in the last couple of races, so hopefully he can do it again. Pray for Mur. Last start winner's always been on the pace. Fun Together likes to go on the pace. Fortunate Son, he's never too far away, second to none, and then the rest generally get back. So we sing. He's a debutant here. He's 11.99 pounds, but he had Derby form, and so I think he looks like this is a stepping stone to something.
Race number 9 at Sha Tin is coming up next. This is a Class 3 event for horses going 1,600 meters or 1 mile in American parlance. My top selection is a horse looking for his 4th win in a row. That's number 6, Winning Gold. He draws a fantastic barrier for this one. He'll break from barrier 1. The last time we saw him was his first start against Class 3 company, but he was not phased at all by the jumping class. He wound up rallying from 13th to win by a half length back on October 1st. I think he's the one to beat in here if he continues his recent form, and any sort of improvement in his second start off the bench would make him very tough. Behind that one, let's go with number 11, Second to None in second, number 7, Pray for Mir in third, and number 5, Turin Star Spangled in fourth. 6, 11, 7, and 5 for me in the upcoming 9th at Sha Tin.
Again, but I thought Turin Star Spangled held him quite easily here at the end.
Yeah, he was a pretty handy two-year-old for Donna Cobra. Actually won over 1,000 metres at Nace, so he's more of a sprinting type. Pray for Mur was a winner. Fortunate Son in here as well. You've got Star Max, Sweet Encounter, second to none. Not sure where some of the latter mentioned are at the moment, but Pray for Mur is in good form. And I thought Fortunate Son, he certainly looks ready to win one.
Yeah, no, he does, and so does Star Mac. I mean, he went through the 4-year-old series. He was like single figures for the Derby, Star Mac, so he just hasn't really got on with it yet, but he's had a couple of runs now. The 1,600 looks good for him, so he's the main one we're going to take out of it. It was a good run from Pray for Me, but they went really stupid in front this day, and it really suited these horses that were running on. Now, Zach Purton did ride Fortunate Son, and he is on Turin Star Spangled.
Yeah, Starmac, third in the mile, fourth in the Classic, 10th in the Derby. Second to none here, Jenny, is where we're going to start. Horse number 11, Vincent Ho, Francis Loy, fresh off his win in the previous. He was 4.5 lengths behind Pray for Mur last time.
He's look. He's still carrying a tiny bit of weight. He's a horse that's got a little bit of size about him. I just don't know that he's 100% fully tuned just yet. He's had that one run in, and he might just need one more. I think one more would just tune him up completely. He's a nice enough horse. He's got a good nature, a little bit wintry in his coat, but healthy. A little bit of pronounced knee action as well. That's just his style. So yeah, one more run would just trim him up completely, I think. So place only for me.
Number 8, Fallon, is on screen now as well. Barrier 12 for him. And look, he ran on a bit last start.
He did. Barrier 12 is not going to make it easy, I wouldn't have thought, but he's likely to get back anyway. 1,600 metres is probably suitable for a horse like him. He looks, well, he's having a good look at himself on, or another horse on the screen now, but he looks fit enough. He's about your average height or just under, strong in the chest, very neatly, nicely put together. I think he parades quite well, actually. I will consider him.
Here's the 5, Jenny. This is Turin Star Spangled. Got the win last time. Stepping up in trip. Got the better of Illuminous. They meet again here. He's currently at 10s and 3.2, this horse.
Yeah, look, he able to win on the wet track last time he stepped out, so he's a bit more awkwardly drawn here today. The horse is, sorry, he's just gone past me, guys. So I'm gonna. I know I want to try and catch up to him so I can see. He's nice and relaxed. He seems to be walking out okay. He looks fit enough, that's for sure. So I'll leave him there with the place chaps.
So we sing, Jenny. He's the debutant here. Looks a stayer in the making.
Yeah, he certainly does. Obviously, I mean, his last run in Australia was in the Derby at Flemington, so you'd expect whatever he does here, he'll probably improve on. He is a nice bodied horse, though. He's got plenty of size about him. He looks like he might have done a fair bit of work, though. He doesn't look far off being fully fit. He's free in his action, but one would just trim him up completely, so place only.
He was a Bendigo winner when partnered by Blake Shin on debut. Had some handy enough form. Was placed in a Geelong Classic, a listed race, and fourth in that Victoria Derby. His Sweet Encounter, Jenny, seems to have just lost his form a little bit, this horse. He's been big odds in 2 so far this season.
I totally agree. And gate 14 is not going to make his task any easier either. The horse is a winner of 5, though, so he's capable when he's right. He's strong, he's healthy, he does walk out nice and freely. He's just the odd throw of the head from him. Nothing sinister in it, though. He looks actually good. Maybe you could take a little chance with him returning to form the way he parades. He looks well.
Number 3, the next one, Fortunate Son. Zach Curtin did ride him last up. Brendan Abdullah aboard, and he's run well on all 3 starts.
Yeah, he's got some talent, this horse. He raced on the speed, and I thought he ran well. He's quite an athletic type. He's just, now that there's a Mafu just fiddling around with him a little, it's just stirred him up a fraction. Hopefully he will settle back down, but he's very athletic and he does look fit, so I'll give him an each way chance.
Yeah, that's Fortunate Son. I think he has a rock-solid chance here. Here's Illuminous, Jenny. Hugh Bowman's mount for Frankie Law. He was good in defeat last time. Pretty consistent horse on the whole.
He tends to miss the start, though, so that's often an issue for him. Tends to get back in his races, but I love his laid-back, relaxed attitude. He does look particularly fit. He does seem to be walking out nice and freely, and there's a no-nonsense type, so he's worth considering as well.
Hugh Bowman from Barrier 9. Number 6 is the favourite, Winning Gold. He's winning them in a row. Jenny's won his last 3.
Yeah, he certainly is. So a lot of headgear on him, and there's another handler close by, but not needed at this stage. He paraded really well last time, and he's in terrific form. Nice and relaxed once again, maintained his condition. He's got good muscle tone in the shoulder. He appears to be walking out well. Might need a little loosen up in front, but very healthy still in his coat and sort of tight, strong and fit, so he's good.
That's a good report for him. Here's 7, Pray for Mur. Matthew Chadwick just made his way into the parade ring. Rides this one for Cody Moe. He was a winner last time, Jenny. They put him up £6.
Yeah, look, he took my eye last time, I've got to say, because he's just such a cool dude, this horse. He's a real no-nonsense type. He's a nice individual. He does walk out nice and freely. Remains a fit-looking horse going into this, so he's pulled up well since that last win. And gate 3 here, I'd have to give him a solid chance once again. He looks good.
7.9, 2.3. So he's in the market once again as number 7, Pray for Mur. There he is on screen, the 7. Now, we've seen the 8, which is Fallon. He's a 28 chance Fallon. So we'll move on to the 9, Star Mac.
Sorry, we haven't got the camera on him, but he's just, they put another handler on him and he's just getting a little bit cantankerous with these 2 handlers, so I'll keep an eye on him.
9, Star Mac next, Jenny. He ran well through the 4-year-old series and he's 3rd up.
Yeah, he's a very strong-bodied horse. He has got a bit of size about him, good solid chest and shoulder. He carries a little bit of weight around the midsection, but it's all relevant for the size and shape of him. I think he's probably fit enough going into this 3rd up because he's always going to carry a touch of weight. Attitude is good, so he's a place chance.
Star Mac, yeah, he's got some solid form in the book, hasn't he? Flagship Warrior next up here, Jenny. Lyle Hewittson's just jumped on board for the very first time. He was 2 1/4 off of Turin Star Spangled last time.
He hasn't had a great deal of luck in a lot of his races, so he just, tends to get back a little bit. And from gate 13, that'll probably happen again here. Hopefully he can get some clear running. He often looks good from the parade, this horse. He's a really athletic type. He's got plenty of size, a lot of scope. Attitude is good. I'll just watch him as he comes past me now. I think he's walking out nice and freely as well. So I could once again give him a chance at odds. He's good. Just needs a little loosen up in front.
We move on to the 12 now, Fun Together. He's a horse that has popped up at big odds in the past. He'll be 3rd up here this afternoon.
Yeah, whether or not he's good enough in this grade, that's the thing. Class 4 is probably more his go. His coat's okay. Not brilliant, but it's okay. Little warm. Very strong-bodied horse, though, and quite sensible in the parade. Fluency doesn't look to be an issue either. He's okay, more just a place chance.
I thought maybe last time was the time to catch him. He's got a really good second-up record, but he can only run 8th behind Winning Gold, so he probably has a bit of work on with that horse. Bravehearts here, Jenny. Blinkers tongue-tight are coming off. Mark Noonan trains. Matthew Poon will be on board.
So he was formerly trained by Jamie Richards in the Mark Newnham yard, and he did actually arrive on a rating of 82, down to 63 at the moment, and arrived with a decent Group 1 Argentinian form. He's quite a nice horse. He's very athletic. He has got a capped elbow on that off front here, but he's walking out nice and freely, looks fit and healthy, and attitude is good. I'm going to give him a chance at odds.
Here's big odds too, 36 and 7.6 is the 13. And now the bottom one, Sunstrider. Look, he's run some pretty good races last season. 1600 looks ideal for him, and they're going to put blinkers on for the first time.
Yeah, he's likely to go back because his gate speed is not great, but gee, he presents quite well too, this horse. He's just a tad tense, just tensing up a little bit, but strong all over, quite fine-skinned but healthy. Does appear to be walking out okay, and he looks fit enough. Blinkers being applied for the first time. Worth considering. He's good.
It's a good report there for 14, if you like. Sunstrider, 9.9, 2.6 is his quote. So that's a look at the field then for the Creative Spirit handicap. This one over 1,600 metres. Back with Jenny shortly. Paul Winning Gold on this winning roll is at 2.8.
Yeah, so he's come up reasonably short here. So we're seeing it's 60, 50 Sweet Encounter, 6 Fortunate Sun, 7 Illuminous, 10 Turin Star Spangled, 2.8 about Winning Gold. Pray for Mur at 7.8, 29 Fallon, Star Mac 16, 37 Flagship Warrior, 45 Second to None. There is place money coming for him. Fun Together at 74, 36 Bravehearts, and 10 Sunstrider.
Thank you, Paul. That's how they bet here for race number 9. Jenny, as we come back to you for your top 4, please.
All right, I'm going to go with the 7, Pray for Mur. I thought he paraded really well once again, this horse. I love his demeanour. Gate number 3 for him, so he's once again nicely enough drawn to make good use of that. And I hope that he can run well once again. He looks good. He goes on top of the bottom weight. Sunstrider, I quite like him as a type. He's only had the 5 starts since he's been here. He's a 5-year-old, so obviously sparingly raced at this stage. But he comes off quite a nice trial at Happy Valley. He's likely to be slow out of the gates, though. I haven't been taken by his gate speed, but I think there's something there, and he's certainly a nice type. The 13 goes in as well, Bravehearts. I thought he was walking out nice and freely. He's first up. He looks like he's done enough work, so he could possibly improve. And the 3, Fortunate Son, who is in the market. Thought he paraded quite nicely, and this is only his 4th race start. The 6 horse would be next best, and he is the current favourite, but he just misses out on the top 4. I've gone 7, 14, 13 and 3.
7, 14, 13 and 3. Thank you, Jenny. Pray for Moore on top at 7s. Ahead of Sunstrider, who's there at 9s, 13 Bravehearts at 34 to 1, and Fortunate Son at 6.1. Which way are you going here, Mark, in the 9th of the day?
Fortunate Son, Tom, number 3 on top. Like what he's done, certainly this time in, and the switch across to Sha Tin has really made him as a horse. There wasn't too much wrong with his run at Happy Valley last season either, but his first 2 runs back, placed behind Sunlight Power, and 3rd behind Pray for Mer last time in that race where they just went crackers up front. So 3 goes on top. 6 Winning Gold just keeps on winning. Harder again. Both Top Gun and Yichong Raider that he has beaten at his last 2 runs have finished down the track today, but he's got a better draw of barrier number 1. First look at 1,600 metres for him. Turin Star Spangled, last start winner, goes up £8 for it. That was his first look at the mile, and he won it. He's in for 3rd, and number 7, Pray for Mer, who took full advantage of the 2 horses flying along in front. Goes up an extra £7 for it, but also comes from barrier 9 down to barrier 3. 3, 6, 5 and 7, Paul, for race number 9.
I went into 5 here. Turin Star Spangled, come at a good price, 10 and 3.3. I think punters have been putting it off because he won on a wet track last time. But look, one of his best runs was in the Norfolk Stakes in the UK before he got here, and that was in a good to firm track. So if Zach can get him across from 11, which I'm sure he can, he has in the last couple of races, I think he's over at that price there at 10 and 3.3. So he's on top to beat the favourite Winning Gold. In for 3rd is Starmac, and another one that's promised a lot. He hasn't quite got there yet, but 15 and 3.9. Good price about him. And then Sunstrider will get back and run on with blinkers on for the first time. 5, 6, 9 and 14.
Yeah, 4 for me, and that is Illuminous, who's £5 better off with Turin Star Spangled on their last meeting, and the beaten margin there was 1 length. He was beaten favourite to there too. He's not so much in the market today in terms of a short price. He's 6 to 1 here currently. Frankie Law, Hugh Bowman at the back. He was off heels at the 200 and still thought he finished the race off nicely. Illuminous, number 4. Ahead of number 6, and that is Winning Gold. He's looking for 4 in a row here, and he was very good from back in the field last time out. He's got gate 1 this time round, so we'll see how that goes for him. But he's been grand form, and Keegan's got a really good tune out of this horse at the moment. Turin Star Spangled goes up £8. Had the trail, might have been a little bit keen, but still won well over Illuminous. He's been back to the trials with Matthew Poon, ran 5th in that trial, and 3 goes in for 4th, Fortunate Son, who's gradually getting there. Zach Purton was aboard last start. Brenton of Dalla here from barrier 6. 4, 6, 5 and 3.
Yeah, look, I've gone the 4 as well here. Tom Illuminous. I thought he was a decent chance on that run last time. He actually gave £5 to Turin Star Spangled last time out. They meet on levels this time in, so I certainly think he's good value here. And he was beaten a length, so I think you can turn that form around with the 5. The 6, that is Winning Gold. He's been racing extremely well of late. He's got a really potent turn of foot, this horse, and he can really let down strong. So from a good draw, Keegan DeMello gets on really well with him. I expect him to show up prominently in this. Fortunate Son's raced well in nearly all of his starts, currently at $6 there at this stage. They put him up £1 for that 3rd behind Pray for Mer last time out. They meet once again, and in for 4th goes Pray for Mer. So tying that form in, of course, he was a winner last time out at 13 to 1. Probably a bit more on his dish this time in, but he's got cheek pieces second time, and he's got a good draw, so there's a bit happening there. But a good race this, 4, 6, 3, 7, Jenny.
Yeah, I've gone with the 7 on top. I like his attitude, this horse. He's a pretty calm and relaxed type of horse. He looks fit. He seems to have kept his condition on nicely since that last win. So I've got him on top of number 14, Sunstrider. He's the nice type, this horse. He's offer rating is 63 at the moment. I think there's something there with him. He's got the blinkers on for the first time. He looks fit enough to run a decent race. He looks very strong. Next best is number 13. That's Bravehearts, who's with Mark Newnham. Gate 2 for him, £118. We haven't seen a great deal from him just yet in those 9 starts, but he does look well prepared here. He looks fit enough, and he was well behaved. And I thought the 3 was next best. That's Fortunate Son, who has shown that there's something there as well. He's got some talent. He just needs to get his first win on the board, and he might just do that. He does look well. 7, 14, 13 and 3.
On start time for race 9, which is the class 3, 1600 here. Paul, the 5th double trio underway with this race. What's your strategy for playing this race?
I think Turin Star Spangle's a bit overs here with Zach on 11 and 3.4. So happy to go each way about him at that sort of price. But there is a lot of money now coming for Sunstrider on through the exotics. He's at 9.3 and 2.8. And also at Bravehearts at a bit of a price as well. Mark Newnham, we saw a lot of money for his horse in the previous Mighty War Eagle.
Armour
War Eagle, I should say, who ran really well. He's at 32 and 6.6. So see if there's a big hit on him late in the lightweight. But Winning Gold is a well-back favourite now. He's now into 2.9.
We know there are always horses to watch when the market's starting to play the exotics around the David Hall runners, Nick. But what did you make of this horse with the blinkers going on for the first time? Sunstrider.
Yeah, look, I mean, I didn't have him in the numbers. Obviously, he's got a light weight, and as you say, I think you've always got to be, you've always got to give them a second look, haven't you, David's runners, when there is a bit of support for them. So, yeah, look, he's an interesting runner. He was only a length and a quarter off of Ching when we saw him last, so that's not bad form at all. They've actually dropped him to a pound to 63, so they might have done him a favour. But he's an interesting runner, as too are many in this race.
He never had blinkers on in Australia, but he did wear cheek pieces for all the starts.
Okay. So We Sing's a newcomer in this race. Jenny's a big quote, obviously fourth in the VRC Derby last year. He's had 2 trials to prep for this. How was he looking?
He's a really nice-looking horse. He was well-behaved. I think he'll probably trim up for the run. Just looking at him, I think there's a little bit of condition to work with, and obviously a bit further would probably be suitable. But he is first up here over 1,600, so he's an interesting runner. Good type.
Quickly, Paul, is Starmac a big price for this?
Yeah, he seems to be. I put him in. It's at 17 and 4.1, so he's another one I think could be slightly overs.
Moving in well here, Mark, for race number 9. The favourite is Winning Gold, looking for a 4-peat this afternoon.
He is indeed, Tom. 2.7, 1.6 as Sunstrider's about to go in, and Fortunate Son, who's placed his last 2. Brenton Abdallah with a win already this afternoon. Majestic Express from well back through the centre. One earlier for Brenton. So they appear to be just about ready at the 1,600 metres. Favourite the 6th. They are set now. Starter holds them. Movement down near the inside. They're racing, and it wasn't a bad line away. Fun Together, Pray for Mer with early pace. Turin Star Spangle began well, as did Second to None, and then came Sweet Encounter and Fortunate Son. On the inside is Winning Gold from Bravehearts and Flagship Warrior. Next is Sunstrider from Fallon and Starmac, and So We Sing as second last, and Illuminous is a length away last of all. It's the last start winner, Pray for Mer. After 400 metres, he leads narrowly over Fun Together. Turin Star Spangled 3 up around them from Fortunate Son, handy 4th and 1 off. Second to None's on the rail, and Flagship Warrior wanting to throw their head around pretty badly at the 1,000-metre mark. Sweet Encounter wider from Winning Gold Defence, and then came Bravehearts and Sunstrider. Next is So We Sing from Starmac, 2 lengths away Fallon, and last of all is Illuminous. 7.50 to go. New leader, Fun Together takes over. That means Turin Star Spangled's now 1 off the rail second, and Pray for Mer with the neck arched third. Second to None's on the inside. Sweet Encounter wider. And then Fortunate Son, followed by Flagship Warrior as Sunstrider takes off ahead of them, but is hard ridden to do so. Winning Gold next from Bravehearts and Starmac. The leader Fun Together, Turin Star Spangled is a half to his outside. And Pray for Mer, outside of the 3, attacks and comes quickly to take over now. 2 lengths away next, Second to None from Starmac. Winning Gold, Bravehearts and Sunstrider. Pray for Mer is in front, but he doesn't really want it. Turin Star Spangled and Bravehearts is flying home, as is Fallon. Starmac through the centre. Bravehearts from Fallon and Starmac. Didn't that race change late? Sunstrider, Illuminous, Turin Star Spangled next from Fun Together. Second to None. And then came Flagship Warrior. Pray for Mer, you were counting your pennies. He's ended up only beating 3 or 4 in. So We Sing, Winning Gold, Fortunate Son and Sweet Encounter. Bravehearts. This one's gone brown too. Mark Newnham, Matthew Poon at 13 and 4. From Fallon and Starmac in a photo. 8 Fallon, 11. 9 Starmac at 3.6. Didn't that race look different at the 100-metre mark compared to the winning post? The Poon Train has been able to win with Braveheart storming down the centre. 134.68. And was heavily back like Armour War Eagle was, but this one has been able to deliver. Pray for Mer looked like he was going to win again. He's ended up beating a handful in. Turin Star Spangled stay there. Bit to unpack here in the last furlong.
Inside they're racing, and it wasn't a bad line away. Fun Together, Pray for Mer with early pace. Duran Star Spangled began well, as did Second to None, and then came Sweet Encounter and Fortunate Son. On the inside is Winning Gold from Bravehearts and Flagship Warrior. Next is Sunstrider from Fallon and Star Mac, and So We Sing is second last, and Illuminous is a length away last of all. It's the last start winner, Pray for Mer. After 400 metres, he leads narrowly over Fun Together. Turin Star Spangled 3 up around them from Fortunate Son, handy fourth and 1 off. Second to None's on the rail, and Flagship Warrior wanting to throw their head around pretty badly at the 1,000-metre mark. Sweet Encounter wider from Winning Gold Defence, and then came Bravehearts and Sunstrider. Next is So We Sing from Star Mac, 2 lengths away Fallon, and last of all is Illuminous. 7:50 to go. New leader, Fun Together takes over.